Beginning the quiet shift. I had always preferred the night shift at Outpost E9. It was quiet, routine, and far from the chaos of the main colonies. My job was simple: monitor long-range telemetry, catalog atmospheric readings, and keep an eye on the perimeter sensors. Most nights, nothing happened. Just me, the hum of the consoles, and the stars, silent witnesses to another lonely human doing his duty on a frozen moon. We called this place Lunaris 4, a small, unremarkable rock orbiting a gas giant whose clouds shimmered in every color of blue. It was too cold for life, too far from the trade routes to be interesting. But it had a listening post, one that caught every faint transmission within 1,000 light-years. That's why I was there. Lieutenant Orion Hale, comms officer, last man to ever expect company. The night it happened began like all others. I logged my readings, brewed recycled coffee, and stared at the black void beyond the viewport. Then, the static began. At first, I thought it was interference from the gas giant's magnetic field. But then the static formed a pattern: 3 pulses, a pause, 3 more. A signal. Someone or something was trying to make contact. I ran diagnostics, scanning every channel. The signal was faint, buried in cosmic noise. It wasn't one of ours. Not human. And then, through the crackle of white noise, I heard a voice. Help me. It was soft. Female. Trembling. I froze, my fingers hovering above the controls. Identify yourself, I said, trying to steady my voice. This is Outpost E9, Human Sector Control. Who is this? No response. Only the hum of static. Then, clearer this time. Please. I trust you. Human, help me. The transmission cut off. For a long moment, I just stared at the console. I'd heard distress calls before, but this one was different. There was something alive in her tone: fear, exhaustion, hope. I pinpointed the signal's origin. It was close. Too close. Just beyond the perimeter shield, near the old mining ridge, an area no human had entered for years. I grabbed my helmet, sealed my exosuit, and stepped out into the eternal night. Middle, the visitor. The cold of Lunaris 4 could freeze steel in minutes. My visor fogged as I moved through the blinding snow, the wind howling like ghosts around the cliffs. The beacon tracker pulsed softly on my wrist display, guiding me through the storm. Each ping drew me closer to something impossible. When I crested the final ridge, I saw it, a crashed vessel half buried in the ice. Its hull wasn't like anything I'd ever seen. It shimmered faintly, as if made from liquid metal that refused to freeze. I approached cautiously, weapon drawn. The craft had alien markings, spirals of light that pulsed like veins. Then I saw her. She lay near the wreck, motionless at first. A humanoid figure, slender and silver-skinned, her hair a cascade of faintly glowing strands. Her body shimmered faintly, not from the reflection of my light, but from within. When I knelt beside her, her eyes flickered open, luminous, like distant galaxies reflected in water. She gasped softly when she saw me. "You're human." I hesitated, then nodded. "Yeah. Orion Hale, Earth Alliance." "You're safe now." She looked around, disoriented. "No, not safe. They'll come, they always come." "Who's they?" I asked. She shook her head weakly. "No time. My vessel, the core is unstable. You must help me, or this world dies." Before I could ask more, she collapsed against me. Her skin was warm, impossibly warm for this frozen moon. I carried her back to my rover, glancing one last time at the ship. A faint, blue pulse was building within its hull. I didn't understand it then, that pulse was a countdown. Back at the outpost, I laid her on the medical cot. The scanners went wild, her biology was beyond anything in the databanks. She had 2 hearts, both beating irregularly. Her blood emitted trace energy readings higher than any reactor cell I'd seen. "Who are you?" I asked quietly. Her eyes opened again, softer this time. "My name is Kylara, Princess of the Vayari." I blinked. "Royalty?" "Once," she said, voice cracking. "Now, exile. I carry something they want, something that cannot fall into their hands." She winced, clutching her chest. "It's inside me. The core of Solaris, a living fragment of a dying star." I stared in disbelief. "You're saying there's a star inside you?" She nodded weakly. "It sustains life, or destroys it. My people made it to heal our dying worlds, but the Empire wants to weaponize it." I realized then that the faint pulse in her ship wasn't just energy, it was a containment breach. "How long until it goes critical?" I asked. Her gaze met mine, steady, desperate. "An hour, maybe less. You can help me stabilize it." "How?" "By trusting me," she whispered. "And letting me trust you." Her hand trembled as she reached for mine. "I can't access the human interface systems. But I can use your neural link if you allow it." It was madness. Letting an alien connect directly to my mind. But something in her eyes, that raw, fragile sincerity, silenced my hesitation. "Do it," I said. She smiled faintly. "Then, hold still." The merge minds entwined. When her palm touched my temple, the world exploded into light. Images flooded my mind, swirling constellations, dying suns, a civilization of crystal towers and luminous seas. I felt her fear, her grief, her loneliness. I saw her people falling to war, her mother's crown shattered, her home consumed by fire. And beneath it all, I felt her. Kylara's heart, luminous, gentle, unyielding. When the light faded, we were still holding hands. My heart was pounding, but her breathing had steadied. "It worked," she whispered. "Your systems respond to me now." Together, we linked into the control network, accessing the alien ship remotely. Through the storm, I watched the vessel's energy signature spike. "It's overloading," I said. "The core's going to breach." "Then we stabilize it," she said. Through the link. I felt her guide my mind through a storm of equations and alien glyphs, our thoughts merging as we worked. Every adjustment, every pulse of energy, rippled between us like shared heartbeat. For a moment, time itself seemed to hold its breath. Then, the pulse stopped. The ship's glow dimmed. The core was stable. We'd done it. But the relief didn't last. A sensor alarm screamed across the console, "Incoming vessels." Kylara's eyes widened. They found me. The arrival, the Empire's wrath. Through the storm clouds, shadows emerged, sleek, obsidian ships descending like blades. "Who are they?" I asked. "The Vayari Dominion," she said bitterly. "My own kind. They would rather see me dead than let the core fall to humans." I gritted my teeth. "Then they'll have to go through me first." I activated the Outpost defense systems, old railguns and plasma turrets designed for pirates, not alien warships. It wasn't much, but it was all we had. Kylara stood beside me, trembling but resolute. "You fight for me, human." I looked at her. "You asked for my help. You've got it." She smiled softly. "Then I will fight with you." As the first enemy ship broke through the clouds, she raised her hands, and light erupted from her palms. A radiant barrier formed around the outpost, shimmering like liquid starlight. "Energy manipulation," I breathed. "You can control." "The power of Solaris," she finished. "But it burns me each time I use it." Outside, the enemy ships opened fire. The sky lit up with plasma storms and falling debris.